Back off. Taking to the rink with some very large friends. It's Lady Leisha.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 biggest Holly Willoughby freakouts.
You really?
Diversionary tactics.
Oh, no, I know. It's fine. I'll stay here. I'll take my chances with this one.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at all the times Holly Willoughby was pushed to the edge throughout her long career. It's a wonder she hasn't quit yet. Let us know in the comments which one you thought was the funniest. Number 10. Mouse. In early 2017, the This Morning studio was invaded by a terrifying monster, a rogue mouse. The crew spent the show trying to stop the mouse from chewing through all the wires, catching it on camera in the process.
By the pillar on the left-hand side. There it goes round the...
Oh, yeah. It looks like a brown marble.
There it goes.
Of course, though, Philip couldn't resist taking the easy opportunity to fright Holly, scared of everything Willoughby.
I like mice. They're sweet.
I don't
I want one
really.
on my toast.
While they're moving on to the next segment and introducing a guest, he grabs her and pretends the mouse has just reared its head.
What's that?
It hasn't, and he nearly gives her a heart attack. It's unfortunate for viewers that they showed a slow-mo action replay of the mouse running away, but not of Holly jumping out of her skin. Number 9. The Ghost of Marilyn Monroe.
Jasmine also lives in the former Hollywood star's home, which she claims is haunted by Marilyn's ghost.
What?
Jasmine joins us now. Hi, Jasmine. Lovely to talk
Morning,
to you.
Jasmine.
One of the most famous and recognizable actresses in the world, Marilyn Monroe died of a tragic overdose in her home in Los Angeles in 1962. In a shocking twist of fate, Jasmine Chiswell, a Scottish Monroe impersonator, now lives in the same house in which Monroe herself died.
That is crazy. I mean, and more than that she still maybe has a presence around the house.
She appeared on the show to talk about her experiences in the house, claiming that Monroe's ghost still walks the halls and occasionally hugs people. She's particularly active in the mornings, and there's a whole host of paranormal activity. Holly can hardly believe what she's hearing and is notably disturbed by the idea of living with anybody's ghost, even Marilyn Monroe.
Well, if a ghost comes in and hugs you, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a nice presence to have.
I'm not sure.
Well, no, it'd freak you out, wouldn't it?
Number 8. Alien. They've got an alien costume on set at the moment because it previously appeared in one of Alison Hammond's raucous interviews.
Give him a hug, Hole.
No, are you kidding me? It looks like it might come alive.
Holly mistakenly believes that the costume is just that, a costume. Unfortunately, there really is somebody inside it who jumps out at her as soon as she says she thinks that will happen. To make matters even more embarrassing for her, only a few short weeks later, they pulled the exact same trick right after she'd come back to work after a sick day.
You can't do that to a woman that's had 2 kids.
This time, they do have a fake costume, giving her a false sense of security. A second alien promptly jumps out from behind the set and gets her again.
Thank you very much.
The winner.
Is this for the...
Number 7. Dinosaur. Not satisfied with a simple alien costume, they pulled out all the stops during this episode of Dancing on Ice by bringing on a living, breathing dinosaur.
They hope that things
Whoa.
will be a lot more relaxing.
Okay, it wasn't living or breathing, but it was quite an impressive animatronic nonetheless, and certainly the last thing you'd expect from an ice skating competition. The raptor walks up behind Holly and roars repeatedly, scaring her over and over again, even though she knows it's not real.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Still, the last thing you want to see when you're presenting a show is a screaming giant lizard, as Ashley Banjo also found out.
Oh my, wait, Holly, this is serious.
It's horrible.
They even tried to scare Eamon Holmes with a dinosaur on This Morning.
Oh my God.
Number 6. Attacked by crows.
Isn't it funny how they come towards you?
Holly gets frightened by real animals far more often than fake ones though. The mouse was bad, but she was even more scared when a crow found its way into the studio. Admittedly, the crow is supposed to be there this time, because it's part of a heartwarming story about a couple who adopted him when he was an injured baby and wouldn't survive in the wild.
To have additional needs as well.
He loves you, doesn't he? Isn't that?
Named Russell Crowe, the crow has a grand old time roaming the studio and eating all the biscuits. When he flies, Holly cowers in fear and has to wait for one of the owners to get him back under control.
You'll be all right. I look after you.
This is 2 days in a row.
And then, of course, he poos on the sofa. Number 5. Haunted Doll. The show is no stranger to haunted dolls. There was the notorious haunted doll that made numerous appearances back in 2017 when Eamon and Ruth were presenting. But this haunted doll was brought on by Philip specifically to spook Holly during a creepy segment about an American couple who traveled to collect such items.
This is Holly.
No, it's not.
I'm calling it Holly.
While they're making the introductions, he takes the scary doll out from where it's been hidden on the sofa, going as far as to name it Holly.
Oh no, stop it now. Stop it!
He tells her a somewhat unconvincing story about how the doll has lived at ITV Studios for years, but she's still plenty uncomfortable sharing the limelight with Holly Jr.
What about? Oh God, did you see that?
No,
move then?
don't do that.
It moved.
Don't do that.
It just moved a little bit then.
Number 4. Emily Atack's last Bush Tucker trial.
Here comes the second critter dump now for your second minute.
Oh God.
In 2018, Holly was on hand to stand in for Ant McPartlin on I'm a Celeb when he took some time away from presenting that year.
Oh my God, I don't know how to get them off. Oh my God, I need to get them out.
Okay, well, just lift it on. Just.
But though she wasn't a competitor and didn't have to do anything unpleasant herself, she certainly wasn't a calm, comforting voice during the Bush Tucker trials. This was never clearer than during eventual winner Emily Atack's last trial, in which she had to endure a helmet full of creepy crawlies for minutes on end.
Yeah, of course.
Holly couldn't get far enough away, even though the helmet of bugs wasn't on her head, and panicked when some of the critters made their way over to her after falling on the floor. Number 3. Skunks.
What makes it do that?
You.
Not many people have experience handling skunks. It's definitely not advised, both because they're wild animals and because, famously, they'll attack you with a foul-smelling spray if you upset them too much. Holly was understandably on edge when 3 young skunks were brought onto the show one morning. A handler from Chessington World of Adventures was there to teach the audience about skunks and promote the resort. But at one point, things get a little too close for comfort. One of the skunks sticks up its tail and seems to prep itself for a spray, scaring the life out of Holly.
Adventure.
Thanks, Leanne. Thank you very much, Lavender. Thank you.
What's happening? What's happening?
I-
All right.
You can even hear the crew laughing at her behind the scenes.
Oh, Storm.
That was
That was that 10-foot radius away.
Number 2. Almost swearing. On April Fool's Day 2019, Holly found herself on the receiving end of a cruel joke. They brought on a viewer to get a once-in-a-lifetime makeover with some professional stylists and makeup artists, something the show has done from time to time. But when the woman sees herself in the mirror, she breaks down in tears because she looks absolutely awful.
Can we stop filming?
Oh, darling.
Is it the dress?
The final nail in the coffin is when, as she leaves the studio, a minor car accident is staged.
And we booked a day out, including cocktails at the London Eye.
Oh, I love
And we
that.
got a river cruise. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
It turns out that unbeknownst to Holly, the woman is a paid actress, and the makeover was bad on purpose. She says it's the closest she's ever gotten to actually swearing while on live TV.
I was really panicking. Oh my God, I can't swear. I really want to.
Number 1. Fake Bush Tucker trial.
I don't think I could do this.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I think I'm going to cry.
To prepare her for her stint on I'm a Celeb, ITV organised a fake bush tucker trial for Holly to do so she understands how the celebs feel. They've got 3 wooden boxes and Holly needs to put her hands inside and identify the creatures within.
Put your hands all the way in. Put your hands up, put your hands in.
No, I don't want to.
She's absolutely terrified the entire way through, which is hilarious since the audience can see exactly what's in the boxes: a remote-controlled spider, some kittens, and the head of the previous I'm a Celeb winner.
He is touching. Here we go.
What is that?
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
It's definitely the most frightened we've seen her during her career, which is saying something, and all the while, there was nothing scary at all.
Oh, it's really fun. Is it a rat?
There you go.
Is it a rat?
Can you feel that now?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.